name is Ascend de Chev, and this is my 2016 Hellcat Charger. It's got quite of a story behind it. It started out as a Colorado car that I picked up back in the beginning of 2018. I got it in roughly mid-March. Car was bone stock. It drove really nice. It felt really nice. It was just an all-around nice vehicle. But then the pursuit for more power kind of bit me, and I wanted more, and I decided to do the basics, which is, in this particular platform, upper pulley, intake, chop the cats off, tune the car, throw bigger injectors, and roughly they make anywhere from mid 700s to high 700s. This particular one, with that setup, and our pump gas here in Washington, 92, made 750 to the wheels. Supposedly a safe tune, everything was good. Car was driven pretty hard. I mean, it was on a street tire. It saw a lot of hell. And then it ended up blowing up. So in particular, it had a couple of long high-speed pulls. One of the pulls exceeded 200 miles an hour. I believe the dash read 202. What we suspect happened was stock fuel pump couldn't maintain pressure and engine leaned out. It melted an exhaust valve, which I'm actually holding here in my hand, and as you can see, it literally melted it like a candle. I mean, the marks are pretty interesting. So here it is. This is the piston, the front passenger piston. It's pretty beat up. I mean, clearly there was a lot of detonation. The rings are fused with the piston. Everything was just a carnage. I mean, it was a pretty good blow up. So we got the car back here. We rolled it in the garage. It was a couple of days of, well, what's next? Warranty didn't work out. You know, car was tuned, so that was out of question. So it was either take the heads out, fix the valve, throw it back in, see what happens. Not knowing about this, but I chose to go with a big 426 Hemi, you know, with aggressive cam. So currently this has a 8.2-speed Ray Barton build 426. It's got a pretty aggressive cam. Intake, I believe, is 233. Exhaust is 248. Lift is 617 on the intake side and 618 on the exhaust. The LSA is 117. So it's really choppy, and it's kind of annoying to drive, you know, with the stock transmission, which is the weak link on this thing. But anyway, so it's got pretty much everything: long tube headers, full exhaust, 4.5 liter Whipple, with, you know, all supportive mods as of, you know, on the engine side. We anticipate to make north of 1,000 horsepower to the wheels. Currently the car is maxed out. Like the 1,300 pound injectors are maxed out, so there's not much room until I go with 1,700s, and I'll pulley it down. So that's going to be the next step, along with the transmission. So we'll be shooting for anywhere from 12 to 1,300. 1,300 to the wheels would be, you know, ideal, but we'll see what happens. That's pretty much it for this setup. I roll it around on street tires. It's got a set of drag radials sitting in the back. Eventually I'll probably have to upgrade to a set of 17s. It's, like I said, traction will be a challenge. I mean, but it is a bigger car. It squats. It puts the power down fairly well. So we'll see how the drivetrain is going to hold, what's going to do on 18s. It's a fairly fresh build, so I haven't really had an opportunity to experiment a lot with it, see how it hooks, see what it does, you know, shifting points. I mean, so far the stock transmission tune is pretty good. I mean, it shifts. It's not having any hiccups. So as time progresses, we'll see what happens. Once all the parts arrived, the vehicle was rolled to Johnson Racing. So Nick Johnson was the one that assembled the car. I was like the second set of hands that was helping with little things here and there. You It took us approximately a month and a half to put the vehicle together. It was, like I said, it was a challenge. It was a new platform. There wasn't a lot of information online, so we had to source out little details and little parts. There was a couple of little things along the way that we had to, slow down the progress, but overall it went fairly smooth, and right now we're pretty well familiar with the Hellcat platform.